now. Well, welcome back to Spanish Fork Fields for the continuation of 3A championship softball action. We are now down to just 4 teams, as I may be jumping the gun a little bit. The Logan Manti game is not over yet, but Logan up by 5 or 6 runs in the top of the 7th. So Manti, barring a huge turnaround here, they will be defeated. So it will be Logan and North Sanpete in the 1-loss bracket, and it will be Grantsville and Union in the championship bracket, and we will be bringing you Grantsville Union, and it is getting ready to start right here. I'm joined once again by Donnie Pay on this broadcast. We appreciate her being here to straighten me out. And we also have, in this game, we have Ava on the controls, and if Donnie can't straighten me out, Ava certainly will, and she takes real joy in pointing out my mistakes. So the home team will be Grantsville, so Union will be coming to bat first. And for Union, they will start with the lineup with number 2, Drew Kessler, the second baseman, followed by Shar Kessler, the right fielder. So Kessler, and then Cowley Duncan in the hole. So that's how we'll start it. Grantsville will start Hayden, by the way, on them in the circle. Left-hander goes outside, ball 1 to the batter. Setting the defense for Grantsville, by the way, pitching, Kira Hart catching, Peyton, by the way, at first base, Camry Allen, second base, Sadie Castano, third base, Eden Ressel, shortstop. And the next pitch on the way. Check swing, called strike on the outside corner. Also finishing up now with Grantsville defensively, Addison Durfee in left, Sadie Thornton in center, and Hazley Hall in right.
Union comes into the game, the co-region champion out of region 14, I believe. Region 13. Okay. And they've changed the regions up. They come out of Region 13 as the co-champs with North Sanpete Hawks. They defeated the Hawks to get here yesterday in a barn burner of a game, a great game. So we'll see if Union can pick up where they left off yesterday. Grantsville comes in as the number 1 overall seed in the RPI into the state tournament. We'll see what Grantsville brings to the table. They've got a lot of experience and a lot of depth. So should be a great game.
So Drew Kessler now with a 1-2 count, I believe. And again, facing this pitcher, by the way. And Grantsville just keeps rolling out these good pitchers. Going to go down the right field foul. But the by the way girls, I've been doing this for several years now. Seems like they've always got at least one by the way on the team.
Yes.
And these 2 seniors here now, and I don't see a younger one yet, but who knows. These 2 senior twins, Hayden and Peyton, by the way, have really done a lot of good things for Grantsville, as well as the other girls, but obviously.
Hayden comes to the mound with a 1.75 ERA at .818 winning percentage. Hayden's controlled that mound. One of the best pitchers in 3A and has been for the last few years. So when you said 1.75, I thought they were talking about GPA. Right.
That was for me, GPA 1.75.
We won't tell the kids you were their principal of that, though.
Oh,
right?
No, they knew that.
Oh, okay.
They knew.
Okay. Yeah, the by the way girls, they are headed to Salt Lake Community College. Both of them have scholarships to play at Slick. They have a great program there at Slick. So they will continue their success on the collegiate level at the junior college level. So
that's great to see these so-called small schools getting girls to move into the next level. That's good.
Grantsville's always had a tough softball program. For years and years, Grantsville has always had a great program. That's a wonderful hit to center field.
Well, it would have been if the center fielder Thornton hadn't gotten the way.
True.
But she did. She worked it full. Drew Kessler worked it full, and then drove one into deep left center field, taken there by the center fielder Sadie Thornton. So that's the first out of the ball game. And that'll bring Shar Kessler to the batter's box. She'll come to the left side now. And she is playing the right field here today for Union. On deck is Callie Duncan.
Kessler had a great game at the plate yesterday against North Sanpete. Came up with some big hits. She shows that bunt and pulls it back and slaps a lot of the time. So we'll see what she does here today against Grantsville.
That was a straight bunt technique there. She pulled it back and then put it back out in the bunt. Did not use the slap. So that's a strike either way, because she did offer. So she again lines up like you said in the bunt technique. Pulls it back. This time she'll slap it. It's going to come high over the field, the backstop and drop into the crowd. Strike 2. Now the advantage of the slap is you can continue to do it because a foul ball is not an out.
Correct.
So she will, I would imagine she'll stick with the slap from this point on. The fielder's back up a little bit now with the bunt off the table. Oh, she turns in the bunt technique, but
yep, she will show that bunt and slap. She did that a lot yesterday.
Woo.
Plays her cards. That was close.
She run right past one there. I thought was a strike 3, but she got the call, ball 1. I thought that was for sure strike 3 when she ran past that one.
I did too. That was close. Must have been inside just a titch, not to Blue's liking. So there's that bunt again. She'll pull that back here, I would assume.
1-2 the count to the batter. And she's going to get the call there. She kind of waved at it, but I don't know if that was it. I think it was a call on the strike on the base. So
I agree.
That's a strikeout. The second out, the first strikeout registered by the pitcher, by the way. That'll bring Callie Duncan, the number 3 hitter, to the plate. And Callie Duncan playing catcher for Union today.
Duncan does a great job behind the plate. Union is coached well. These kids, they're disciplined at the plate, pretty picky. When they get a good pitch, they drive pitch, go with the pitch. They do well at the plate and in the field both. So we'll see what Duncan can do today.
She got a check swing. The umpire checked, but the first base umpire called strike. So she went too far with the check before she could pull it back. 1 strike on the batter from By the Way.
Coming into the state tournament, By the Way had worked 56 innings. She's worked a lot more than that to this point now, but she had 95 strikeouts on the regular season. It's an impressive number.
Yeah. And they have a 3-headed monster. They hate to call it that, but the 2 By the Way girls, great pitchers. And then the junior Anderson, who pitched the opening game against Emory for most of the game, throws well too. This one's coming back with a good bounce. We might could catch this one. Nope, it goes off at somebody's back. So they won't get to use that one. You are responsible for catching anything foul up here on this upper deck. I tried to get Ava to do it, but she refuses.
I got a hat. Where's my mitt? Do you have a mitt?
Not with me. Mine was retired a few years ago.
As was mine.
This is going to be popped up again, right out of play. And so these first batters are not going down easy. They're not going to accept the fact that By the Way is a good pitcher.
Union they're tough. They're tough in the box. They're disciplined. Like I said, they're disciplined hitters. They watch that ball close. They pick a good one and they'll drive it, but they definitely don't settle. So they're going to make By the Way work.
It's interesting as I watch offensive positioning, defensive positioning. But she likes to work that outside corner. That was a ball there, but I see so many batters that stand back in the box. Mm-hmm. And when they throw that outside corner, they don't have a chance in the world to get to that pitch.
Oh, can't reach
this gal's toes are on the inside line of the batter's box.
Right.
So now I would think that By the Way will try to bust her back inside because she can't get her hands out. We'll see.
She'll see if she jams her or not. And she does.
She comes right in that inside corner, and it's right on that edge with some movement, and she can't get her hands out. So in the first inning, By the Way registers 2 strikeouts. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Union. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back with the bottom of 1 with Grantsville batting.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To Dare Mighty Things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To Dare Mighty Things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
Welcome back to 3H softball action on the Centricom TeamHive.live and KSL Sports Network. Dennis Aldridge and Donnie Pay bringing you the action today here. This is championship action here, the only unto defeateds. And it is Emory. That's no, I've been doing Emory for 2 days now. Sorry. Emory's.
We've had a lot of ball.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of ball.
But this is Grantsville versus Union, and two great pitchers. First time I've seen the Monnier girl, the boy, in her warm-up. She really brings it. She has great control and action.
Dennis, she does an excellent job on the mound. Yesterday against Sanpete, to advance to this semifinal game, she dominated in that mound, and which is impressive because Sanpete they are great.
Yeah.
They are great at the plate. So yeah, she is fun to watch.
She throws a curve to the outside edge. It's going to be single. Ball is hit to the shortstop. Paisley Parrish throws her out easy to Peyton Barney, but 2 pitches, 1 out.
Union they're tight. They have a great infield. Not many errors, not many walks, not much gets through them.
I guess
so this will be a battle.
That's why these two teams are undefeated.
Yes.
That first batter was Eden Ressel, the shortstop for Grantsville. Now in the box is Brinley Anderson. She's the designated player today. She fists this off to first base. Oh, it's foul. First baseman just about came up with a diving little flare out that way, but just off her glove. But it was in foul territory, strike 1.
Peyton Barney, these gals on the corners, they're awake. They do a great job. They knock everything down, do a great job on the corners for Union.
Outside, got that edge. Catcher set up over there. The hit didn't have to move the glove at all. Batting now is Peyton Brinley Anderson still batting. See, I already thought she was out at first base on that line drive to first.
Moignier does a great job working the plate. She'll come across the plate and then she sets up and goes outside, makes those hitters. They hit a lot to the right side of the field because she pitches on that outside corner.
This is a base hit by Brinley Anderson. It goes right back up the middle, about hits Moignier, but it gets through, so she gets the single first base runner of the game. It brings Peyton, by the way, to the plate. Peyton, by the way, plays first base. She'll be followed by Kira Hart, the catcher. So Peyton, by the way, with the runner on, 1 out in the inning.
Grantsville, they bring a lot of senior leadership to the field. Lots of experience and lots of experience in the state tournament. They got 5 seniors. 5 seniors.
That's after all those teams we've been doing with so much youth. Now we all of a sudden.
Yes.
And the teams with more seniors generally make it to the farther end of the tournament.
That experience pays off. That experience and maturity definitely it's a great thing to have in your back pocket.
Pop up down the first base line. First baseman angling over. He's got room in front, so Peyton Barney makes the play to take away anything from by the way. So second out of the inning. That'll bring Kira Hart, the catcher, to the plate. Grantsville's catcher.
And that's a steal for Union because Peyton comes in with a batting average of .539. Wow. Ooh. 28 RBIs on the season. So the senior, by the way, does a wonderful job at the plate and in the field.
That's attributable to Moignier and her ball control and movement on the ball.
Yes.
So I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't a pitcher's duel all day today. Fisted off to the right side again, not able to get to it, Peyton Barney. So it'll be a strike. 2 out in the inning, 1 runner on.
Moignier is able to keep these hitters at bay. She did this yesterday with Sanpete. she just has so much control and understands where she wants and needs to put that ball at different times. Not very often does that sneak through the infield like that.
Boy, and you say sneak, you're right with that, as that ball, it was so tight to the line. You know, Molly Rasmussen was playing the line, but it was so tight to the line and so quick, it zipped by her before she could get on it. I didn't think it was possible to get between her and third base, but she certainly did there. So
Yes.
Kira Hunt, it ends up being a double. They do come to third base to try and stop the runner, but now you've advanced Brindley Anderson to third, and you've got Kira Hunt at second. Now they've got a runner in for hurt. I did not see a number on the runner coming in.
I'm not sure.
We'll try and get that
we'll try
for
and
you.
get that for you. They're far enough away that we can't see it, and sometimes just the way it is on the jersey, we can't tell.
Well, they got to
what it
turn and they
is.
got to move their ponytail. Those two things are important.
True.
At the plate is Hayden, by the way, the number 5 hitter.
I think it's Ali B. Rogers, but that's who they usually put in for her.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
I think that's number 8. It's Ali B. Rogers.
Allie Rogers.
I think so.
Okay, we think the runner is Allie Rogers at second base. By the way, takes another strike. That's 2 strikes on Hayden, by the way.
Hayden comes in, similar to her sister. She has a 368 batting average. She's driven in 28 runs this year. The senior has been very dominant on the mound.
Pop up down the left field line, wrangling over 4. I can't see what happens there. Going to be a foul ball, obviously, and there was no catch on the play.
A little too close to the fence out there, I think.
So we've confirmed, finally we got a chance to see that number, so Rogers is the player. Allie Bree Rogers running.
So sophomore comes in to run. We'll see what Grantsville does. Runners in scoring position.
Oh, they make a pitch there, and everybody heads to the dugout waiting for the call. The catcher tried to bring it back in. It was way outside until she framed it, but everybody headed to the dugout for Union. They wanted that call really bad.
Definitely close.
Oh, swing and a miss, but it goes off the glove. Foul ball. Remains, I believe, 1, 2, and 2. Wait for him to get a signal here. By the way, battling, she has 2 runners in scoring position. It is a full count, folks. Full count, 3 and 2 to By the Way. Again, fists it off towards left field line, and no one able to get to it again. So another battle. Here we go again. They're working Moynier, making her throw lots of pitches. On the outside edge, this time they get the call. Moynier, first base and second base, all head to the dugout as the pitch is released. They get the call this time, a huge strikeout on By the Way with runners in scoring position. So after 1 complete, it's 0-0 here on the KSL Sports and TameHive.live network. We'll be right back.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
You've seen the construction, now come see the results. Beaver Valley Hospital is proud to announce the end of construction on the hospital and the opening of our new Beaver Valley Hospital Wellness Center this June. Located immediately west of the hospital, it's a space designed for everyone. From our walking track, weights, circuit training, and full-service aquatics, we're here to support your strength and health as you begin your wellness journey. Join us this June and discover one more reason to choose local. Beaver Valley Hospital. Why would you go anywhere else?
Welcome back here as we go now to the second inning. Coming to the plate, Addison Durfee will come to the plate for, no, she won't. She's on the wrong team. Let's try Molly Rasmussen. She's going to pop one up. This might be right in our lap.
I got it.
Oh, and it stuck. It hit the rain gutter, and it stayed there. A direct hit, and it stuck. That's Ava, get out there. It's clear out there, Ava, go get it. You're going to have to crawl out there. They're not getting that one back, folks. It is stuck solid in the rain gutter. So strike one on the batter, Rasmussen. This one's popped up down this right field line, but it's going to go out of play also. So 2 strikes immediately.
Rasmussen, she was tough at the plate yesterday against North Sanpete. Drove in some runs at crucial times for the Cougars. Does a good job.
Umpire has to call timeout. They put the ball and the ball returned, but sometimes it rolls clear out onto the ground, and they can't play if it's on the ground in playing field surface.
Rasmussen's one of only 3 seniors for the Cougars.
Pop up on the inside, shortstop's coming in on it, and she will call for it and take it. Paisley Parrish with that play. So a put out for Paisley Parrish on Molly Rasmussen. So as of yet, Union has not had a base runner. So the shutout and the no-hitter is intact.
Yes, this is going to get your popcorn, folks. This is going to be a good one.
It's really early to be predicting a no-hitter, but good pitchers.
Definitely going to be a duel on the mound today.
Does not get the outside pitch. The thing that they got to do, though, is they got to keep the ball out of the air. Look at that breeze blowing out to left field.
Yes.
If they get one up very high, it's going to carry that thing a long, long way.
Yes. Definitely a difference in the temperature today versus the games yesterday, and I don't think these girls will, I don't think they'll complain.
That's high, but it's not going to go far enough. So in comes the third baseman. That's a good move. Third baseman coming
Great
in
call
there. Pitcher had a chance at it. The catcher was going out, but third did the right thing. That's Molly Rasmussen. Came down that line and took it. She had the best angle at it. So good play. That'll bring up Teddy Oline. And Oline is playing center field. She'll stand in there against, by the way.
Oline had a great game yesterday. Scored 3 times. She actually went 4 for 4 from the plate yesterday against North Sanpete.
She'll take a ball on the first pitch there. On deck is Haley Monnier, the pitcher. So Teddy Oline trying to be the first base runner for this Union Cougar team. Ball high. I believe that's ball 2 to Oline.
Oline, another senior for the Cougars. These seniors, all 3 of them, have been an integral part of Union's success over the last few years.
That one rides the outside edge of the plate, but a little bit low. So 3-0 the count. And Oline about to be the first base runner and by walk.
And I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of those today.
3-0 the count. They're going to give the call this time on the outside corner, though. Strike 1. So 3-1 the count. This is the pitch that the batters like to be in. You got to figure it's going to be somewhere close.
Batters count. Got to bring the heat here. Make Oline do something with it.
Fouls it down, hits it down the first base line, 1 hopper to the first baseman. So she changes it up, gets Oline to hit it off the end of the bat. That's a dribbler to first. That's a 3 unassisted there for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down once again. We'll be back with the bottom of the second inning.
22,000. That's roughly how many breaths you'll take today. And if your air isn't clean and healthy, there's 22,000 reasons to improve your air purification system for you and your family.
Pure Air from Lennox is a whole home solution, meaning cleaner air in every room and every breath, every single one.
Call the Stallings Company to see how we can fill your home with perfect air.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Welcome back here as we start now the bottom of the second inning here on the TeamHive.live and KSL Sports Network. Back at bat, that pitch is going to be low. Batting is Addison Durfee. The pitch is low, ball one from Moynier, the pitcher for Union High. Durfee's first at bat in the ball game. Another pitch on that outside corner. Boy, that catcher for Union, Callie Duncan, is really working that framing.
Duncan does a good job back there behind the plate. She and Moynier. Oh, bad hop there at second base.
Second baseman kind of let the ball play her as she tries to step back, and it kind of goes right off her foot as she tries to reach out for it.
That one hurt.
Imagine that will probably be called an error. So puts Addison Durfee at first base, third base runner of the ball game, all by Grantsville. Sadie Castino now at the plate. Pitch outside, ball.
Castagno, second baseman, a junior for the Cowboys, comes in with 18 RBIs on the season. We'll see if she can move this runner.
Foul straight back. Wind's kind of changing direction. It was blowing directly east. Now it's going northeast. The weather prognosticators indicated that there could be some stiff winds at time and even some possible thunderstorms. Ball is fouled off back by Castino.
These young ladies are tough, Dennis. They're used to playing in all sorts of conditions, so they'll play right through whatever Mother Nature throws at them. I'm pretty sure.
When I was on the High School Activities Association, I tried to get them to switch softball to the fall because the weather would have been so much better.
A little nicer.
And then they could have played volleyball in the spring when they have such rotten weather. Generally, they'd be inside in the gym.
Yep, it is true. Spring sports are definitely unpredictable.
That didn't go very well.
No, that would be an unpopular, you can't play softball in the fall.
We had there's a walk there as we continue to talk up here, but we had just changed golf from the spring, for the boys from spring to fall, and there were some schools that were really upset because it cost them the golf team that were football players, they couldn't do both anymore.
No.
So it cost them big time.
That is, you could probably switch it back, and I don't think the young ladies would complain that are on the golf team. Sometimes that weather in the spring for those young ladies playing golf, I
think we got to talk about what the count was there. I thought she walked a little early also.
Yes.
But there's so much going on in the spring right now that
Yes, we'll have state track at BYU.
Well, there's so many sports going on.
This weekend, you got tennis, ladies golf, softball, baseball. Busy time of year, and graduation.
Well, who cares about graduation?
None of these seniors.
Let's get the games
None of
in.
these seniors, right?
So, Castino will remain at first base on the base on ball. So you got runners at first and second now, with Durfee at second and Castino at first. And at the plate is Hazley Hall. Moynier struggling a little bit with the edges and high-low. That's another ball call to Hazley Hall. On deck is Camry Allen.
Hall comes in with a 314, takes a strike there at the plate. The junior right fielder, she's driven in 5 RBIs this year.
There was no question on that one. Bunt is a nice, great bunt down the first base.
Catches everybody off guard there.
Wow, does it ever. Describing it, really the first baseman rotated up, second rotated over to first, and the batter bunted the ball right into that hole where second had vacated. And it wasn't a little bunt. She popped that thing so it would go all the way to the grass. So a base hit on a bunt by Hazley Hall, and scores a run first of the game for Grantsville, and puts Castino at third base and Hall at second. That's the best bunt I've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah,
and it was intentional.
It was. She saw that hole and off it went. She pushed that thing right where it needed to go. Yeah. Right there, just in no man's land. There was no one there. Not that Union didn't field it well. They were going where they should have gone on a bunt, but that ball just got placed perfectly. And then heads up base running, because then she ended up at second.
And it was. I mean, the rotation is what the normal rotation is, but the sense of mind to punch it out there, not just bunt it, to punch it into that hole.
Yeah.
That was a great job by Hazley Hall.
Yeah, great piece of hitting.
Camry Allen's at the plate now, and she's trying to follow up. She's tried to slap a couple, see if she can put it in play. She reaches out on the edge corner, and as she's running, as they run that, they start to angle to first, and that pulled her bat off that ball, and so she couldn't get to it. So a strikeout there by Camry Allen. First out of the inning, I believe.
Moynier put that ball in a perfect spot. Allen just couldn't quite get that bat out there. Like you say, they tail off to that right side, and she couldn't get the end of that bat out there to nick on that ball.
Eden Russell now at the plate. She takes a ball, about hit her in the foot. No, go ahead and take the hit if you can, but that would have hurt that foot. So 2 runners on, 1 out, and top of the order, Russell. She pops one into left center field, coming on as the left fielder. The wind messes with it. The run's coming home. She delays the throw too long, and because of that, the throw's a little off anyway, but she waited to see if the runner was going to run, and the throw was way late, and it allows Castino to come in and score.
Yeah, that's a unfortunate mistake by the freshman Woodland out in left field. That's not.
Yeah, zip that ball back into her cutoff and let the cutoff make that decision.
That's not normal for Woodland. She's been pretty flawless out there, the freshman in left field. So I'm not sure why the hesitation there, but good base running for Grantsville.
So there's Russell flies out, but she does.
She punches in a run.
In. Yeah, I'm just trying to use my mind here, and my mind is kind of holy.
There's lots going on.
So Brindley Anderson now at the plate, right?
Yes, sir.
The designated player.
Correct.
She fouls one off. She takes the ball, and that little catcher works hard, because that one, I mean, a ball cleared out to the line on the left-handed batter's box. She'll still pull it in and try to frame it.
Yes, yes. She does that a lot. She starts there in the center of the plate, and then she just slides out. She just kind of creeps out there to that outside corner, and that's where Moynier likes to work.
Yeah, but I mean, she's pulling pitches, trying to frame pitches that nearly hit the dugout.
Yes, yep. She does a great job there behind the plate. Duncan's a junior. She and Moynier, they're a great team. Great team. Lots of pitches, lots of hours.
Brindley Anderson steps back in now. Way outside again. Moynier just not able to nip that corner right now. It's a 3-1 count on the batter, Brindley Anderson. 3-1 is the count.
Moynier just not quite as sharp as she was last night against St. Pete. That took a lot out of her. That was a hot game and a long game, a tight game. She threw hard, threw a lot of pitches yesterday afternoon to get him to this semifinal game, and this morning she's getting going. Looks like we left the base early, I believe, on second base.
That would be the call, as the second baseman left early. So on second was Hazley Hall, and I'm not sure how you score that other than it's an out.
Yeah, yep. Looks like she
Now the
took off. Coach Cloward's out there at the mound.
doing the mandatory coach inquisition, but doesn't get anywhere. But so Brindley Anderson will come back up to start the next inning. She does not lose her at bat. So Brindley Anderson will come back up. The third out was on Paisley Hall, leaving early. So after 2 complete, Grantsville with a 2-run lead, 2-0. We'll take a quick timeout.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
Back now as we go to the top of the 3rd inning, and Grantsville will be coming to bat. They'll lead off with the pitcher, Haley Monnier, followed by Peyton Barney and Jenna Woodland, the 3 scheduled up in this inning.
Moinier comes to the plate with a batting average of .312 on the season, 12 RBIs.
.312 batting average, and you're batting in the number 7 spot. That's a tough lineup.
Isn't it, though? Overall, the Union Cougars, they have a .358 team batting average.
Wow.
Pretty impressive.
Mounier check swings on a high pitch, ball 1. So far, Emory Union has not had a base runner. 3 up, 3 down in the first and the second inning.
Moinier had a great day at the plate yesterday. Not only did she command the mound, but she also drove in some runs at a crucial time. Takes a high one there with a big cut.
By the way, throws it up in the chops a little bit, about eye level, and that's the one that looks awfully big. You want to hit it for distance, but blew it right past her.
And Moinier went 3 for 4 yesterday against the Hawks, scoring 3 times. So we'll see if she can get going today.
That's on that outside corner. Nice job there. Took a while, but we got the strike call. So Haley Moinier goes down 1 ball, 2 strikes. And she'll stand in again to try and get something going against By the Way. Outside edge, fouls it away, out of play to the right side. So the count will remain 1-2 now from By the Way to Moinier. Pitcher on pitcher here. Trying to make something happen. Definitely quite a breeze blowing out there right now.
Yeah, that's a strong wind.
Well, I was trying to be nice with a good breeze. Pop up on the infield. Everybody calling it. Third will come over and take it. You know, these girls are really good, but back in the day, being an old timer, I'd like to see the second hand up there, you know?
Yep.
The safety hand on those catches.
It is 2 hands, right?
Yeah.
2 hands.
It was taken nicely by
wrong.
Raleigh Rasmussen. Again, she took charge on a high fly, high pop up on the infield. And really, the wind blew that back in her direction, so she took control. It's a fly out. But like I said, being an old timer, we were taught to get that second hand up there for safety issues.
It's true. It is true.
Of course, we had smaller gloves back then, too. We didn't have these bigger gloves.
You had a little different equipment in your day, Dennis. A little different equipment for sure.
I see some of these gloves, and I started using one in softball later. But yeah, these things would absorb about a ton of hay, you know, right into these gloves now.
Yep. Yes.
I still would like to see the second hand up there.
Yep.
At the plate, while we're just kind of goofing off here, Peyton Barnes steps in there. And she's going to get a call on that outside corner. Oh, they're going to say maybe a little low. So a little low on the call. So Peyton Barnes, I believe, has a 1-1 or possibly a 2-0. See what By the Way brings now.
By the way, he's got good movement on those pitches. You can see coming out of her hand, just the spin on those pitches. Union is disciplined. They are disciplined hitters. They do a great job. They don't settle. They pick a pitch and drive it for sure. But they make these pitchers, they make them work.
Check swing foul out of play. They're down to one softball here on this field, so they had to wait for a young lady to go find one. They've sent people after more. They don't realize they got one stuck up here in the rain gutter that Ava won't go and get.
I'm still waiting for you to crawl out this window and go get that.
You look at the window and look at me. I can't get out that window. I'm sorry. Now, you and
We'll
Ava,
keep you right here. Never mind.
you
Never
and
mind.
Ava could get out there, but
Never
not
mind,
me.
Dennis. We'll keep you right here.
Yeah.
Nice and safe.
Yeah, that would be
Low
quite.
and outside there.
I'd get stuck in the window trying to get out. Peyton Barnes now. I'm not sure the count. I'm up here to try to tell jokes.
I believe we're 2-2, I want to say.
Well, we know she hasn't walked and she hasn't struck out yet, so because she's still at the plate.
Good pitch.
Driven into right field, and it's going to drop in front of the right fielder, so the first hit is aboard. Good job by the hitter, Peyton Barnes. Gets the first hit of the ball game here for the Union Cougars. Gets herself quickly down. Right fielder picked it up quick and tried to get her at first base, and it was close. But hustling was Peyton Barnes to get to first base.
Yeah, Peyton did a great job there running that out. That right fielder made a great play.
Yeah. Sometimes, you'll see somebody run the bases thinking, I got a base hit, I can take my time. But in that case, if she had taken her time, she would have been out at first.
Yes, she would have.
Jenna Woodland now comes to the plate, the number 9 hitter. Her first at bat in the ball game.
The freshman comes to the plate. She definitely doesn't play like a freshman.
Going to be called ball, low and outside.
She came up with some big hits yesterday against Sanpete. Drove in some runs. Had some nice hits.
Barring a double play here, we'll go back to the top of the order after Woodland bats and get it to Drew Kessler back at the top of the order. It's going to be a little low also.
Great pitch from, by the way, he's a little slow on the call there.
Did he call it a strike?
He keeps his hanging. Yeah, he called that a strike.
Oh, because I waited until I thought I waited long enough. And
yeah, he's a little delayed there, but that was a great pitch from, by the way.
A little delayed.
That's right? Like, that's the right time.
So
Another great pitch from, by the way.
that has to be a strike. Okay. So Jenna Woodland, now a 1-2 count, I believe. Yep, 1-2.
Yeah, I'll do my best if you guys want it.
Okay, 1-2 the count now to the batter, Woodland.
That's why.
He's going to be hit down the right field line. I think that one's gone foul, however. So Woodland will come back.
These Union Cougars, they don't look for a walk. They're aggressive. They're ready to hit. They want to hit.
Well, with a pitcher like this, it doesn't do any good to look for a walk.
No.
Because she's going to be around those corners and around that plate somewhere.
Yes.
So you better be ready. You better be swinging.
Woodland went 2 for 2 yesterday, like I said. Did a great job, drove in some runs to get the Cougars to this game.
Outside, they better not. I'm waiting. He didn't give it a strike, so that'd be another ball. 2-2 the count now to the batter with one down here. Hit it to the right second baseman, steps in front of the runner, makes a nice play there as she steps in front to get the advantageous hop. That was good decision there by the second baseman, Drew Kessler, to come inside there and get that ball. Excuse me, that wasn't Drew Kessler, that's Camry Allen.
Yes. Allen does a great job there, the sophomore. She's the lone sophomore in the lineup for the Cowboys.
Now the coach is talking to the official. I don't know if he's talking interference or what here. She stepped in front of the runner, got the out. The runner went behind her. So there was no interference or obstruction that I could see. His player still made the play. I'm not sure what the conversation is.
Looks like we're going to talk about this for just a second. Coach Cloward out to double check and make sure. what exactly went on there. The runner did make, the fielder hesitated for a minute as that runner went, but she did make the play, got the out, so.
Well, but she made the
no
play.
harm, no foul.
She made the play she had to because of the hop. Had she stayed back, she would have had to short hop that thing on a driving short hop.
Right.
And that wasn't the right hop. She stepped forward to take it. She has the right to come up and get that ball and make the play.
Right.
And the runner then had to go behind her, but that runner did not get thrown out.
No.
So I don't, the runner at first did get thrown out.
Right.
So I don't understand why there would be a concern
No.
about the runner at second.
No, there was no contact. It didn't impede the play. Looks like the umpires have conferred there was no obstruction on the play.
And you know, they might have just been talking about where they're going for lunch, and we're
It's
just
true.
speculating up here what the heck we're talking about.
It's true.
Woodland is out at first base and will remain out at first base. And Peyton Barnes advances to second. Now Drew Kessler comes to the plate. Drew Kessler.
Start over with the top of the order. She shows that bunt. The Kessler gals, they bat 1 and 2. I'm assuming they were probably sisters, maybe twins, looking at them. But they're quick on the base pass. They like to show that bunt, pull back, and slap, or they're kind of a triple threat there because they can do a lot of things coming out of that box.
So ball 1 to Drew Kessler. That one's going to be a flare to third base. It was in foul territory, but Sadie Castano will step over and take it. So they do get a base runner, but to no avail, as Union will go down. They do get a runner on and a hit, but after 2.5 innings, it remains 2-0 favor of the Grantsville, and they'll be coming to play.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Grantsville comes back to bat here in the bottom of the third inning, and Brindley Anderson will get her bat back as the play was made in the field behind her on a runner. So she'll get to bat again with a brand new count. First pitch down the middle, strike 1 to the batter, Brindley Anderson. Great sponsors we have with us today. Some of them include Centricom, Jones and DeMille Engineering, John M. Huntsman's School of Business, Agraria Insurance Company, and a few more we'll get to in just a moment. Second pitch, high, and it's going to be shallow. Center fielder coming in, cannot get to it, and that ball drops right on the edge of the grass. Second didn't get out for it, and center fielder had to come an awful long way. That's Teddy Oline, and she just couldn't get there in time, folks. That's one of those hits that's kind of a perfect hit.
It was just in the right spot. Nobody could get there. Second baseman really didn't make a play, neither did shortstop. It looked like center field could get to it, but it just dropped short, and I'm sure that wind probably caught it a little bit.
Could have done, you're right. So pitch is going to be inside but called strike. People ask me, what's the one piece of advice you can give somebody, a batter, to help them hit better and have a good average? And I says, hit it where they ain't. That's the best thing you can do. That's a rip into left center field, and that'll be extra base. Bobble in the outfield is going to give the runner, Peyton, by the way, had a single, but the bobble in the outfield is going to give her a chance to move to second base, so she gets the single, advances on the air. I think Brindley Anderson was going to go to third anyway, regardless of what happened out there. That may have sped up the attempt by the outfielder,
yes,
and caused her to bobble that ball a little bit.
Yes, Oline was in a hurry. She was hustling to make a play on that ball. She knew that runner was going from first. So great heads up base running by Grantsville. force the bobble out there in center field.
Kira Hart takes a pitch on the outside corner called a strike. Kira Hart at the plate now.
And again, I can't reiterate that Union doesn't have many errors. They don't have many errors in the field.
This could be deep. This could be out of here. Oh, ranging back. Nice play by the left fielder. A run will score. Good base running. She knew that she needed to stay back in case the ball was caught. I've seen too many of them leading off when they didn't need to. Good base running there by Brindley Anderson. But that ball didn't have much more to go by Kira Hart to be out of here.
Yeah, Hart. That was a great hit from Hart.
I thought that was gone when she torched that thing off.
I did too. I did too.
Good
Grantsville's they're taking a liking to Moynier and her pitches.
And here's another one. This one I'm sure is out of here, folks. That one clears the fence off the bat of Hayden, by the way. And she gets herself a home run and a dinger-dogger.
It's a 2-run home run for the pitcher Hayden, by the way.
That will make number 7, unless Hayden's had another one here in the state tournament. That will make 7 home runs for her on the year.
That's a hot dog home run.
I think she's got more here in the tournament.
I think she has had a couple here yesterday. So
that's 3 in the inning now. Moves the score to 5. 5-0 now in favor of Grantsville. And Addison Durfee comes to the plate. And the first time up, she got on base on an error, but worked herself away and scored. So Addison Durfee at the plate.
Grantsville's they are on Moynier.
Well,
the bats are hot.
It's a relentless lineup. I mean, they just keep coming at you with great hitters.
You never let up. Their team batting average for the Grantsville Cowboys is a 380.
Yeah, they just keep coming at you. There's no weak spots.
No, all these teams here in the tournament, all of them are excellent at the plate. They're just tough on defense, tough at the plate. Makes for some great games here.
1-1 the count now to the batter. Durfee. Castano is on deck. Swing and a miss there. That's a nice pitch by Moynier. You get that on that outside edge and low. That's a pretty tough pitch to hit. And she blows that one right past Durfee. So 1-2 the count now.
She's a competitor. She's going to continue to throw, make those pitches.
Gets it on the inside edge, and oh, what a throw. It ends up being a little bit high, but that was catchable. That is a strong arm from shortstop. That's Paisley Parrish. The throw was there. The first baseman just let it go off her glove.
Yeah, Parrish has done a great job at shortstop throughout the tournament.
I believe that the E there has to be on the first baseman on that one.
E3 right there, unfortunately.
Castano now at the plate with a runner on. And again, it's just that relentlessness. They just keep coming at you. And if you make a mistake, they capitalize on it.
Grantsville's gritty. Grantsville, they don't let up. They don't let up, and when they get up, they stand on you. So we'll see.
Called strike there. 1-1 the count now to Castano.
We'll see what Union can do to get out of this inning and kind of slow things down for the Grantsville Cowboys.
That wind moving around right now, it seems to be blowing almost straight north.
Yeah.
Pitch is going to be low, ball 2, excuse me. On deck is Hazley Hall, and Hazley Hall got a single last time she batted. This Castano got a base on balls last time she batted and worked her way around and scored here in the second inning.
That wind, the weather plays a difference in these games. That wind can have an effect. You can see the catcher, we had to stop. She was trying to clear her eyes out, that dust. That wind's blowing, and these kids, these gals, they're tough. They're gritty, they're competitors.
She definitely did double clutch on that throw.
Yeah.
And that she would have had a chance that she got it in a way clean. But as it is, you've got now the runner Durfee at second base. Fisted off to the left side. It'll be up against the screen. No chance on that.
I haven't done it.
So 2-2 the count now to Castano. 2-2 the count, runner at second. Excuse me, 3-2 the count.
Yes, full count.
3-2 the count to Castano.
She's got 18 RBIs.
Swing and a miss on that outside corner. Great pitch by Moynier there. So
She won't add to her. She won't add to that RBI total. She had 18 on the year, but we won't add to that. So.
Not on that at bat. She will not.
No, that was a great pitch from Moynier.
2 down and a cut and 3 in, and a runner at second. Hazley Hall comes to the plate now.
Great pitch on the corner.
Strike 1 to Hall. She got a single last time up and ended up stranded at second base when the inning ended. In fact, she's the one that led off the base and got called out for leading off the base before the pitch was thrown.
Yes, she was anxious. She's ready to score.
Yeah.
Took off just a half a second too early.
Yeah, if you take off soon enough, you can score from second.
Yes,
even if it's a ball.
It's true. It is true. Hall, a junior, the right fielder for the Cowboys, has a 314 average on the year.
Whoa. Once again, influenced the official as Moynier throws the pitch, takes her mask off and heads to the plate.
Yep.
And she gets the call, so another strikeout, this time to Hazley Hall for the 3rd out of the inning. We'll be back now with the top of the 4th inning when we come back.
Why did I choose Huntsman? To get real experience, real support, and a career focus from day one. Instead of regular classes on Fridays, we dive into workshops, build our network, and grow together. At the Huntsman School, we forge lifelong friendships, support each other through challenges, and celebrate our wins. Here, students graduate with experience and jobs waiting. We dare mighty things together. That's the Huntsman difference. Learn more at huntsman.usu.edu.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
All right, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Welcome back here as we start now the bottom of the 4th inning, and Grantsville now moving out to a 5-0 lead. Thought it was interesting. Moynier in Unions, they've registered 9 outs in the inning in the game. 4 of those by strikeout already for Moynier.
Yep, she does an excellent job on that mound. Excellent job. This has been a great, aside from that last inning there, Grantsville kind of broke that open.
Yeah.
It's just been a cat and mouse back and forth there. Really tight game. Great pitching, great hitting, great fielding on both sides.
Shar Kessler, the batter now. First pitch was a ball to her. She turns, and you see center field and right field closer now to the infield with this wind blowing. She fakes the slap, pulls it back. Another ball, ball 2 to Shar Kessler.
Kessler, she gets down that first base line. She gets down there real quick, so she's kind of unpredictable.
Batting out of that left-hand box, yeah, if she makes contact, it'll be tough to throw her out.
Nope.
Well, she offers a bunt. And here comes Castano flying down the line to pick it off. But we'll have a 2-1 count now to Kessler.
I'm not sure that she was 100% committed to that. She kind of threw that bat at that pitch, kind of a
Well, she choked up for the bunt, then ran down the first baseline. She didn't have the length to get to that pitch.
No.
That pitch is going to be high, so we'll work a 3-1 count now.
She's definitely making, by the way, bring the ball. Working that count, doing a good job in that box.
By the way, has had a number of deep counts, but it's like at any moment, if she wants to, she can throw a strike. So she's not too worried about these deep counts. She wants the batter to take her pitch until it's important. And generally, she's come with the ball where it needs to be, like right. Oh, boy, I thought that was a strike inside. Makes me a liar as she walks one there. So Shar Kessler, I thought, by the way, it made the great pitch right there again.
Must have been low. Must have been low on that, looks like.
She issues her first walk. Shar Kessler at first place. Callie Duncan now at the plate. Callie Duncan struck out in the first inning in her only at bat. Runner at first, nobody out here in the top of the 4th.
Duncan has a 451 batting average on the year. Duncan she's pretty dominant there at the plate. So hitting at that 3 position, she's been able to move the runners and and get around those bases from that spot. She does a great job.
By the way, leaves it high, and that'll be ball 1 to Callie Duncan. Kessler at first. Duncan turns. She's going to bunt it, but foul. Once again, she tries to punch that down the first base line because the rotation here, they've got Castano flying down the line at third. And so now it looks like Union that time was trying to punch that ball to the right side because the first baseman in that rotation, by the way, did not rotate down. We'll see if they do that again.
Not much movement there on the right side of the field there on that bunt. I don't think they were expecting that. Grantsville was kind of...
Pops it up to the right field side. It's in foul territory, but no one can get to it. It hits the dugout anyway. So a strike there to Duncan. Callie Duncan. It's a 2-2 count now.
Duncan has been great in these pressure situations. When she gets 2 strikes on her, she usually has been able to deliver throughout the state tournament so far. We'll see what she does here.
Big place for her is they need to get some runs on the board to stay in control.
Yeah.
Or stay close. Another one to the right side out of play. So the count will remain 2-2.
The Union they definitely need to have a good inning to stay in the game. So.
Yeah, it's at the verge of getting away from them here. 5-0 you can come back from, but you go much farther now later in these innings. You know, we're going to be in the 5th inning coming back out with only 3 left. You can't afford to get any deeper.
No.
So nibble away each inning if you can, get something going here. Pitch is high, ball throw to first base. Ooh, close, but not close enough.
Kessler, she's pretty aware over there. She's a pretty little base runner.
And that's an area where these catchers really of the last years have really improved. They're making these big throws from their knees. Yes. And they've really improved in the pitching and catching over the years in this softball league.
Yes.
Ball is going to be looped into right field, but not far enough. And again, playing short because of the wind, and that allows Hazley Hall to easily corral that one. You know, normally you might have been too deep for that, but with this wind, you play a little shallower.
Yep. That wind definitely blew that back in.
So 1 down now.
Union's going to have to get the ball on the ground, keep it out of the air if they want to move the base runners around.
That
Hard
brings
hits
up
on the ground.
Molly Rasmussen. And the other thing you see in this game is the other games it was steal, 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 steal. This game they're not even attempting it really.
No, that's a testament to the young lady behind the plate for Grantsville.
The ball hit hard to shortstop, and it takes a hop and hits her in the hand. She loses it. So a rare error on Grantsville also is going to move. Wally Rasmussen will be to first base on the air, and it moves Shar Kessler to second base.
That was a great hit by Rasmussen. That just came off that bat. She just burned that off that bat right at the shortstop. But she did a great job to knock that down. That was hot.
Paisley Parrish now will step to the plate. Parrish flew out to second base in the 2nd inning in her only at bat. A floater there, but it's a little bit high. She did not get the call there. So after first 2 innings in fact, the first 3 innings of actually absolutely nothing. Now here in the 4th inning, Union coming to life with the bats. They got 2 runners on with 1 away here in the heart of their order.
We'll see if Union can capitalize on that and use the meat of that order to manufacture some runs here.
And you wonder, there's the wind's effect. She's trying to throw that floater up around the eyes, and it's getting high, and you got to wonder if the wind is having an effect on that.
Catches it,
takes
carries
that
it.
floater and hits the strings on the ball and floats it more than she wants it to.
Yeah, lots of movement on that pitch. That was a great pitch.
There, that she gets that call. So strike 1, I think. 1 and 2, 2 and 1, 2 and 1. So 2 and 1 on the batter, Parrish.
Parrish has battled all day. Done a great job.
Pop up on the infield. That'll be an infield fly rule. There again, the one-handed catch this time by Castano. As long as you get her done, I guess you don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
Second out.
the Cougars just can't quite get the middle of the ball. They're just underneath that ball, popping those things up.
Well, you've been saying all along, there's such movement coming from the pitcher. By the way,
Yeah.
it's tough to find the center of that ball.
Yeah, by the way, if you watch that ball come out of her hand, there's quite a bit of spin on that. You can watch that thing cut. It'll come across the plate there and cut. These Union, they're having a hard time picking that up.
Dribble her down to third base. It'll be picked up there. It's tagged the base. So easy play for Castaño, and they'll kill the threat here as they'll go to third base on that. So Grantsville coming to bat, leading 5-4 in the bottom of the 5-0 in the bottom of the fourth, and we'll be right back.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
You've seen the construction. Now come see the results. Beaver Valley Hospital is proud to announce the end of construction on the hospital and the opening of our new Beaver Valley Hospital Wellness Center this June. Located immediately west of the hospital, it's a space designed for everyone. From our walking track, weights, circuit training, and full-service aquatics, we're here to support your strength and health as you begin your wellness journey. Join us this June and discover one more reason to choose local. Beaver Valley Hospital. Why would you go anywhere else?
Welcome back once again. We go now to the bottom here of the fourth inning, and coming to bat for Grantsville Cowboys is Camry Allen. She slaps the bunt, but she gets away in the air. We'll see what the wind does. And there's an indication of the wind as the second baseman tracked back all the way to the grass and then realized the wind had the ball and had to come back towards second base. She made the play. That's great concentration. But, wow, the wind made a difference in that ball.
Yeah, Kistler did a great job to field that. The wind, it's picked up quite a bit here. So, great play at second base to get the out for the Cougars.
This one's driving this, but with the wind, that's not going to get out. I would have thought that one might have got out had the wind not been blowing.
Right.
That one was hit by Eden Russell back at the top of the order. So another one that I think it may not have got out, but it certainly would have been back at the fence.
Yeah, that wind, I think sometimes we forget how much the weather can affect the course of a game. So when these winds pick up and ball gets in the air, it definitely changes the momentum and can have a huge impact on things.
Brinley Anderson comes to the plate now. She hits one off the right side. I remember back in the high school that I represented one time, the winds get tough over there. And I remember it was blowing so hard that the outfield was basically on the grass, on the edge of the dirt. And a guy hit one so hard to center field, our center fielder turned and took off at it, and it actually caught it coming back at him.
Oh, wow.
As he was going out.
Wow.
The wind was blowing that hard. It was one of those that would have cleared the fence really easily. So wind does some strange things and makes life interesting, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I hate the wind.
I do too. I don't like the wind.
Whether you're playing ball or not, I just don't like the wind.
I agree. Well, and these young ladies, these kids have played a lot of ball. There's a lot of travel ball and accelerated teams now that and these kids, they play ball year round, some of these girls. So they're used to the change, but it still doesn't, it definitely factors in for these kids. They know how to deal with it, but it doesn't make it easy.
You're used to the factors, but they're always different.
Yeah.
Even though you're used to wind, the factors are different.
Yes.
So
yes.
2-1 count now on the batter, Anderson, because wind and snow and rain is so unpredictable.
It is.
Yeah, we've seen snow before, but it's still unpredictable, right?
Yep, and we live in Utah, so these kids are used to all of them. It can go from rain to shine to snow to hail to sleet, and these kids, they play through it. These young ladies, it's a great time of the year for them. It's a rewarding time of year. All their hard work, days in the gym, open gyms in February, they pay off now when they get here to the state tournament.
Yeah, this year they went summer to winter.
Yes.
And back to summer again.
Yes.
So they give her the walk that She acted like she was headed to the dugout for a minute. Now she turns and goes to first base. So she'll take the base on balls, will Brindley Anderson with one out. Peyton, by the way, a couple of outs here. So now Peyton, by the way, comes to the plate with 2 out in the inning and Brindley Anderson at first base. Yeah, the reaction by the referee kind of had us all thinking there. There's another deep one, but I don't think it's going to get out. Rounding on it, the good play by the center left fielder, Jenna Woodland. And you're right, she may be a freshman, but she plays older than that.
Yep, definitely, definitely.
So Peyton, by the way, flies out to Woodland in left field for the 3rd out. So they got a runner on, but that's about all they could do. We, again, our sponsors, more of our sponsors, the Beaver Valley Hospital, the Stallings Group, UCC, Sunrise Engineering, Wendy's, Sam Pete Steel, and Central Valley Medical Center here bringing you softball action on the KSL Sports and Centricom TeamHive.live network. Now, Ava, you can take it for just a second.
22,000. That's roughly how many breaths you'll take today. And if your air isn't clean and healthy, there's 22,000 reasons to improve your air purification system for you and your family.
Pure Air from Lennox is a whole home solution, meaning cleaner air in every room and every breath, every single one.
Call the Stallings Company to see how we can fill your home with perfect air.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Welcome back to the UCCU Saving Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
Haley Monnier comes to the batter's box now. Swing and a miss, foul ball. Guess it wasn't a miss, it was a foul ball by Haley Monnier. She flew out to the second baseman last time up. That's 1 strike on Monnier here in the top of the 5th.
Monnier.
Outs become important here as you're into the 5th inning now. You've only got 9 outs to try and catch that 5-run lead by Grantsville.
Yeah, the Cougars have definitely got to get their bats going. They got to figure something out. By the way, he's done a great job on the mound to keep the Cougars confused. Had a lot of movement on her pitches and worked that plate well. But the Cougars have got to get something going. And
There's
there
one.
It might
That's going to be a run back, and that's a dinger. Dogger as Monnier sends one deep into left field for a home run.
That's great for her. That young lady deserves that. She's worked hard all through this tournament. Carried that team from the mound. It's nice to see her get something going from the bat that might help the Cougars maybe get a little bit of momentum and get this game close.
The no-hitter was taken away earlier in the ball game, but this one now takes away the shutout. She got all of that one for the home run.
I think that wind probably maybe caught it just a little bit. It got up high enough and carried it well over that fence.
Yep, it was a rip there. So Monnier gets them off the snide, gets a run in. 5-1 the score now. We were talking about them needing to get some bats going, and Monnier has answered the call. Peyton Barnes now comes to the plate.
Barney's got on at her other at bat, and there she goes.
She rips it down the right field line. Looks like it's going to be in for a base hit. So here come the bats, as you mentioned. As she gets a single into right field down the line, right on the line, base hit, single. So nobody out. We got a run across and 1 runner on. And Jenna Woodland, the freshman you talked about in left field, she comes to the plate.
Woodland's done a great job. Like I said, she is a freshman, but she definitely doesn't play like one. Yesterday, the Cougars, and throughout the tournament, they've the order, they're solid all the way through, 1 through 9. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do here if they can get a little bit of momentum.
She fakes the bunt, throw down to first, not in time. I believe it was called a ball. I didn't see any indication from the umpire.
He keeps us on our toes, that's for sure.
So Woodland, number 9 hitter, will go back to the top of the order after this to Drew Kessler.
They've got quite a bit of power throughout their order. This bottom half of the order has come through with some really big base hits.
Ball's going to be outside ball. So we think it's 2-0 to count here to Woodland.
By the way, he's looking at the dugout. She wants that call. We'll see what they come in with.
Going to be dribbled to Hopper to second, flip to shortstop across. Throw will not be in time. But what a play there. Nice job. A big time flip from Camry Allen to Aiden Russell.
That was a great play.
And a big arm, but just it wasn't going to be. The ball was missed at first, but she wasn't going to be in time anyway.
No, that was great hustle by Woodland there to get to the bag. Great play at second base, like you said.
So Woodland gets to first on the fielder's choice. The fielder's choice brings the back to the top of the order now with 1 down. We go back to Drew Kessler at the top of the order. And she'll bring it around, act like she's going to bunt, pull it back, and wait to see the pitch. Ball 1. Ball 1 to the batter.
I'm not sure what the pitch count is for By the Way today. She's made quick work of the Cougars, but she doesn't show any signs of being tired.
Bunt's going to go foul. Well, that's been the advantage as Grantsville. They haven't played a lot of games, and they've got those 3 stud pitchers, and so you're not going to rack up a lot of pitches.
No.
Because I know the first game that I did with them, Brindley Anderson started that game and threw 4 or 5 innings, and then By the Way came in to relieve. So only a couple of innings there, and so they've got the best of the world there with those 3 really good pitchers.
Yeah, it definitely makes a difference.
Pop up behind shortstop. The ball's coming back in. Shortstop settles under it. Good job by Aiden Russell. I apologize. I want to call her Aiden Russell, but I think it's Aiden Russell.
Russell, yes.
And I apologize. Her mother even told me how to say the name right. So I'll keep working on it. So Drew Kessler flies out to shortstop, Aiden Russell. So there's 2 outs in the inning. And here is Char Kessler. Runs at it, does not throw the bat. It's still a called strike to Kessler. And they started out good with the home run. They got a runner on, but now they've kind of stalled out with a couple of outs here. Kessler wanting to keep something going here. Shows the bunt.
Junior Kessler comes in with a .303 batting average. She's been able to have some success.
Slaps it. By the Way at the mound, picks it up and throws to By the Way at first base. So By the Way to By the Way.
What a combination.
Yeah.
Amazing young athletes.
So that'll end the inning. They do get 1 run, but they squell the threat. So after 4.5, 5-1 in favor of Grantsville. We're getting serious here. Come on back in just a minute.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Sanpete Steel & Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah.com.
Tibbetts. we're back here. We've got a pitching change. Kinsley Tibbetts will come in to throw for the Union Cougars. At this point in time, we're not sure who she entered for. We're not sure if Monnier is still on the field or if it was a straight swap for Tibbetts coming in for Monnier. We'll try and work that out. First pitch is fouled off to the right side.
Well, and with this substitution, with the change there on the mound, you know, you have to have a little bit of game planning here, because the Cougars they've not lost, so they're far from done. So you know, if they hot off the mound there, darn it.
I see where you're coming from, and that's good strategy. Is maybe we're going to lose this game. Let's save her for the next game,
right,
so we can get to games tomorrow. That's a good point. And,
right. And that may be what, you know, I don't think that Union is given up. You know, I don't think that but you do, you know, Monier's, she threw hard and threw well yesterday. She's pitched well today, done a great job. So, you know, Tibbetts, the sophomore, comes in. She has worked 12 innings. Obviously, Monnier has been the workhorse for the Cougars with 156 innings pitched, but Tibbetts, it looks like she's been able to come in and complement that. So.
Well, the other thing you're getting here is you're getting experience in a younger player. She's probably going to be your star pitcher next year.
Right.
And you're getting experience here at the state games. And so that's valuable. Will pay dividends down the road, too. So.
Right.
And again, I agree with you. I do not think Union has given up the ship here. But it was just a move for many reasons that looked like it needed to be made at the present time. So.
Right.
Kira Hart did get on. It was hit hard off the pitcher's hand, and shortstop wasn't able to get to it in time. So she stands at first base.
Rogers into run.
And Hayden, by the way, now batting. 2-1 the count now. To by the way. 3-1 looks like the count now.
Well, and that's, you know, they've even changed the College World Series so that these teams that have one pitcher, they've changed the format there so that they make that a little bit more amicable for these teams that, you know, rely on one workhorse to carry them. Yeah. And so all plays into the game here.
So 3-2 the count. That ball was dribbled down the first base line, but it leaked foul. So we'll come back with the 3-2 count now to by the way. She's going to rip one into left center field. Nobody there. It's going to get down into the fence, and she's going to get a stand-up double on it. We'll see if they send the runner. They do send her to home. So all the way from first base to home is the pinch runner for Grantsville. That was Allie Bree Rogers all the way from first to home. Great hit by the way. Double by the way. Allie Bree all the way around from first. So they pick up the run that they gave up in the last inning. Now we're going to have a runner come in here. Number 4, Charlotte Lee, will run for by the way.
Charlotte Lee running.
These courtesy runners, they're a great asset. Gives your pitchers and catchers a chance to catch their breath and rest up, but also do their job at the plate. So
used to call it a hurry up so that they could get in the dugout and get the equipment back on.
Speed
ready
up.
To go. So
speed the game up, right?
Pitch there by Tibbetts. Good pitch, strike one. Addison Durfee is the batter right now.
The senior left fielder, she comes in with a .403 batting average. These girls, they are just hot at the plate. And you know that doesn't come without a lot of work and a lot of hours put in. So we wouldn't dare ask them how many times they've hit a ball off a tee. Over and over and over, I'll guarantee you. Or a soft toss, or
you're
sat
saying
in the
that
mound.
Most of them probably didn't start this year as seniors?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think this has been a process in the making, right?
And that, you know, that's the way it used to be. But now, like you say, summer is not vacation to these athletes anymore.
No.
The ball is dribbled back to the pitcher. She'll make the play at first. So Addison Durfee will go 1-3 for the out. And that is the first out of the inning. That moves Hayden by the way's runner to third base.
Yeah, these girls, once they're done, once school's out, these kids, and they never stop. I mean, they'll spend their summer. Who knows how many games some of these kids will pick up.
I heard them say that they play far more games in the AAUs, etc., than they do in school.
Yes. Yep.
So a rip down the line by Castaino is going to score another run, and on a throwback in, missed the cutoff again, and it allows Castaino to go all the way to second.
Yeah, Union is just not quite themselves. I'm not sure that what happened, but they had a few errors that are uncharacteristic for them today. Just get this game under their belt and then maybe regroup and see what happens.
And what she's referring to, if you're not familiar with the format here, is the loser of this ball game, and we're not predicting that Union is lost, but the loser of this game will play the winner of Logan North Sanpete, which is going on right now on the other field, and I don't have anything on them. We'll get that for you as soon as we can. But the winner of that game will come back here and play against the loser of this game.
So Logan and Sanpete, at the moment, North Sanpete is down 4-3, looks like, in the bottom of the third inning. We'll see what happens there. Looks like a great game on that field.
So Logan battling there as they are the lower seed there. So we'll see what happens, as you mentioned. So a strike called there, 1 and 2 the count here. Bowman is in the game for Hazley Hall. Fouled that one away. So Malia Bowman, and she's played a lot of ball. She's in for Hazley Hall. She started the other game that I called.
So Bowman is a senior for the Cowboys. She comes in with a .440 batting average on the year.
Unfortunately for here, that she didn't add to that. She struck out there.
Yeah.
So a strikeout.
It's good
for
pitching.
The second out.
Great pitching from the sophomore for Union.
And now are we going to have another substitution? Sadie Thornton, the flex, is now batting. She'd have to be batting for Eden Russell.
Camry Allen.
Where are we off here?
Camry Allen.
She batting. So they've moved the flex up into bat for Camry Allen. And I still struggle with these substitution rules in softball. So she'll move up into batting in place of Camry Allen. She was already playing in the field, so she's just taking that batting position. That means they would have to be giving up the DP. We'll get to it. Whoever comes to bat will report it. So pitch outside, looks like 2 balls to Thornton.
Thornton on the year, it's a .250 with 10 RBIs.
We've got a question coming in from Union High School. And
looks like they're questioning this the substitution here,
well,
and how that flex moves up in and
I am too,
into the
but
order.
I don't know what's going on because I'm questioning it too. So I think
So they put in, they entered.
let's go ahead and sell some stuff, Ava, while we try to figure this out.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
So welcome back here. I thought we had a resolution. Now we do. They've had their conference. It has to do somehow with the entering this batter in. But no change has taken place. Nobody's out. Nobody's been thrown away. So we're still 1-1 the count here.
So it looks like with the flex.
Somehow the flex has been straightened out.
So it looks like the flex will take that number 9 position, and I'm going to guess that they will. The DP may go away. I'm not sure how that all works out.
Well, but the DP's been batting, so someone has to take that position in the lineup. So does that mean Camry Allen's going to move up to the number? We'll see. Swing and a miss. It's not going to matter in this inning as a striker out. So 2 strikeouts in the inning by the new pitcher Tibbetts for the 3rd out of the inning. And so we'll find out next inning apparently when they come to bat what the change might be. Or are they re-entering? We don't know. Let's go to a break. We'll be right back.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
Welcome back once again as we go now to the top of the sixth inning.
At the top of the sixth inning.
We'll go, and Callie Duncan will be first at the plate. And by the way, still throwing. So Callie Duncan will lead off. She struck out and flew out to the right fielder.
Duncan's done a great job behind the plate today for the Cougars. We'll see if she can.
Called ball one.
See if she can get something going here at the plate.
Molly Rasmussen will be on deck.
See what By the Way gets from the dugout.
She's methodical out there on the mound. She takes her time, doesn't she? There's a rip into the left center field. They'll be down for a base hit. Quickly back in. Fielded out there by Durfee. She gets it back in quickly, so there can only be one base here. But Callie Duncan does her job as she gets the single. Now Molly Rasmussen will come to the plate with one on and nobody out here in the inning. So Union trying to keep it going here. They're still down by 6 runs as Grantsville gets a couple back in that bottom of the 5th. But here we go.
There's still time. There's still time for the Cougars. The game of softball it's not over until the last out for sure.
Pop up. That's going to be wind aided. It's in short. Oh, a diving catch by the right fielder. Holy smokes, did she come a long ways. And again, that was a wind affected ball. She had to come all the way in on the edge of the grass. Second knew she couldn't get to it. She gave it up to the right fielder, and what a play coming a ton of distance. Hazley Hall.
Hall, the junior, just makes an outstanding play there in right field.
Wow.
Heck of from the grass onto the dirt, diving catch, and is able to hold on to that. 2 hands, Dennis. She had both hands. It took both hands, too.
And she did, and had she not had to dive and fall down like she did, the runner was taken off to second because she thought it was going to drop in, too. They had a play to double her off at first.
Yep. And that was heads-up base running on first base there by Duncan. That was a great base running by Duncan. Because that could have been a double play very easily, but an excellent catch by that right fielder.
Yeah, what a play! What a play! The distance she had to come to get to that ball.
Parrish.
So, 1 ball on the batter. Paisley Parrish.
Parrish has gone 0 for 2 today, so we'll see if she can turn that around here in the 6th. Union definitely not out of the ball game yet.
Pitch is going to be on the outside. Ball. No, wait. Ooh, there. Okay, that's a late call. So gets the strike call.
We're full of surprises today.
1 ball, 2 strikes right now on the batter. 1 and 2 the count to Paisley Parrish. Swing and a miss on the outside edge, so good pitch there. She kept it outside where she wanted it, did Hayden, by the way. So she records another strikeout. Second out of the inning.
By the way, has just done a great job today. Movement on the plate, hitting her spots. She's really kept Union off. She's kept them on guard. They haven't known what to expect from her. They've had a hard time picking that up, and that's That's a testament to her domination there on the mound.
Yeah, keeping them off balance. There's a flare into right field. Is she going to make another? Second base ranges back and takes this one. Almost a collision, but the second baseman, Camry Allen, this time doesn't give up on it. She ranges back and gets it herself. Two great plays on the right side of the diamond today in this inning. Saves a big inning. Takes it away from Union. Wow, some great plays.
Solid defense by the Grantsville Cowboys today.
And not only does she make a great play, but she dances over the top of the right fielder who's diving for the ball, and she has the presence of mind to step over her and dance a little bit. So some great plays going on here right now.
Great ball.
Well, we're down to a critical area here. We're going to, well, let's send it back. You got something you can sell over there? Ava says she can sell anything. She says she can sell ice to an Eskimo. So these days with climate change, they might need some ice up there.
The world is a-changing.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centricom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life.
Come back here, we're just talking a little bit with the authorities up here about that at the end of that last inning with the
flex.
The flex subbing in for the number 9 hitter. We thought it was kind of messed up too. We're informed that that would have had to have gone in for the DP. It did not. So we'll see how things, who comes up to bat in that number 2 spot. Up to bat right now is Aiden Ressel here in the top of the 6th inning. And we think she has a 1, and I think she's got 2 strikes on her. So I believe it may be 1 and 2. There it goes, 1 and 2 from the umpire. So 1 and 2 the count. 2 Ressel to start the bottom of the 6th. That pitch will be outside, 2 and 2. But again, it was done. It was allowed, so you can't go back and throw anybody in prison for it. But we'll see how that shakes out the rest of the game.
Right. The umpires, they conferred. They had their meetings, so
But the coach should have gone maybe a little farther and asked for the head official.
That's a good heads up, good catch by the Union coach. But yeah, nothing you can when you do.
When they rule, you're kind of stuck by it.
Yep. What they say goes.
Full count now to Ressel, leadoff hitter. Brindley Anderson is supposed to come up next. We'll see what happens there. Down the line, ooh, just foul as she turns on that pitch. Again, Kinsley Tibbetts is the pitcher of record at this point in time for Union.
Tibbetts has done a great job since coming in there for the Cougars. She's kept Grantsville at bay. They've had some hot bats today. They really got on Moynier. They're towards the 5th. So
high hopper over the pitcher. Can the shortstop get there in time? The throw is offline, so it'll be an error on the throw. It was going to be an extremely close play as it was, but Paisley Parrish makes a bit of a bad throw, and that will put Ressel now at second base. That was going to be tight with that high bouncing ball over the pitcher, but so now that brings to the plate Brindley Anderson, we think. Is that Brindley coming up? Number 1, it is Brindley Anderson.
It is Brindley Anderson.
A runner comes in for Ressel, it looks like. But Brindley Anderson is batting, and that's the one we had the question on. The flex should have come in for Brindley Anderson, but did not. So Brindley Anderson still batting. We'll just go with it as it is.
Looks like the umpire, he's not questioning it, so.
Well, there's a runner that came in, is what he's putting in his book. There's a runner in.
He has the runner, but he's not questioning the
No.
flex at all, so
Well,
it is what it is.
It's been done again.
Yep, done and over.
So ball outside, ball one.
What do you mean a runner came in?
Well, a runner came in substitution for wrestle. And I'm pretty sure he'll re-enter wrestle. But they just got a runner in at second base.
A run came home.
Oh.
I was like, wait, where am I missing a runner?
Well, I have a conversation with the head scorer here, and what she needs to understand is understand what I'm thinking, not what I'm saying. And then you will be better off, okay? Because what I'm thinking is right.
It looks like we've got
So
number
we're just
10.
having to educate people here.
Looks like we have number 10 as the runner that's been subbed in.
Then a Brooklyn Goodnight would be
Brooklyn Goodnight on second base. So she entered in for Anderson at second base.
Yeah, I think that
Or Wrestle, excuse me.
I think
She
they'll
entered in
probably
for
re-enter
Wrestle.
that defensively when they go back out.
Goodnight's a sophomore. So they'll get some of these
Yeah.
underclassmen some experience here in the state tournament.
And again, you're playing a couple of games here.
Yep.
You're playing to win here, but you're already playing for the future also. So a lot of stake here.
Yep. The day is not over. It is still young for a lot of these teams.
1-2 the count to Brindley Anderson now in the 6th inning. Hit down the first baseline, foul ball, just out of the reach of Peyton Barney. So it remains 1-2 the count.
The winds kind of died down here a little bit, so the conditions have improved.
A little bit.
A little bit for the gals.
Yeah, the flag isn't straight out and the pole isn't bent, so I guess you could say that's a little
win.
bit, yeah.
Yep, that's a win. We'll take it.
So Anderson stands in, gets that one. Going to be a two-hopper to short. Oh, a bad hop goes up and over the glove of the shortstop. One run will score. The runner comes into second base. Bad slide. Ooh, hope that leg's all right. She's getting up a little slow. She jammed that leg into the bag with a kind of a bad slide there. But she does get the big hit. Scores a run from second. Goodnight scores from second. And Anderson over to second base. There is some rough hops out there.
Yeah.
They're chopping down at the ball and getting some crazy spins.
Yeah, that ball come off that bat hot, and it did. It just took a bad bounce.
We've got a different batter here for Peyton, by the way, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. No, that's 20.
No, that's Peyton, by the way. Now we're going to have a runner, it looks like, for Brindley Anderson.
Number 15 looks like junior Emmy Butler.
So Emmy Butler coming in. They're messing up our scorecards here. Emmy Butler will come in to run for Anderson. By the way, is still batting. So by the way, has flown out a couple of times. She has got a hit in the game. Called strike, outside edge, strike one to the batter, by the way. And I guess we could talk 10-run rule, 3 more runs, and it's a 10-run rule.
Yep.
I don't know if they can get that against this good Union team or not.
I don't know. That's for sure. Tibbetts is doing a great job out there on the mound.
Throw down to second base, not in time. So I think it's 1-1 is the count, I believe, now to the batter, by the way.
Tibbetts is doing a
That's
great
going to be a
job.
strike on the outside edge, strike one. Yeah, that's, the Tibbetts girl coming in for Moynier, in a substitute role, but this is a great future. She's a good pitcher.
Yeah, she does
This is
a
a
great
great
job.
future for this young Union team.
Yep, she does a great job.
Oh, a swing and a miss. She fooled her up high and got the strikeout on, by the way. That was a deceiving pitch up in there.
Yes, that was a great pitch by Tibbetts. Good job. By the way, he's a great hitter, so kudos to Tibbetts. Sit her down.
Kira Hart comes in. Kira Hart. She got a double in the first inning, flew out in the third inning, and then got a single in the 5th inning. So she's had a good day at the plate. Called ball on the first pitch. Pitch is going to be outside. I'm waiting.
Grantsville's
No, not going to give that one.
Grantsville's real comfortable in the box. Not in a hurry, not in a rush. Making Tibbetts pitch to them. They've had some great hits. But Tibbetts has also had some great pitches for some strikeouts as well. So
Good block there on that one by Callie Duncan to keep the run from advancing from second to third. So Callie Duncan blocks that one.
Duncan
Kira
is,
Hart now 3-0.
Duncan's tough there behind the plate. Just a bit high there.
She's going to give up the walk to Kira Hart. So bases now first and second. One in. There's going to be a runner coming in for Hart. And again, I believe that's number 8 again coming for her. She's been the one running for her. And again, that's Allie Bree Rogers. So now Hayden, by the way, comes to the plate. She's got the one big home run. A home run here from her would end the game, really.
Yep, that would be the end of it. Then Grantsville can.
Tibbetts keeps it on the outside corner, though. She's not hitting that one out. Called strike one. And that one she's not hitting out either. Good stop by the catcher.
No, and Union's they're still competing. They're not giving up. So
outside edge once again. That's a good pitch by Tibbetts. Throw goes down to second. I don't think it was on purpose, but it goes to second. So they got, by the way, in the hole 1 and 2. She's really keeping that on that outside edge away from her power.
And that's what they're going to have to do.
Oh, she leaves it in the middle of the plate, and by the way, about takes her head off. The pitch right at the pitcher's head.
That was a
wow.
rip. That was a rip by the way.
That was dangerous.
Wow.
So that will send Brindley Anderson's runner, I guess, into score. And Kira Hart's runner goes all the way to second. And now, by the way, will come out, and her runner will come in for her.
Yeah, that was a great hit by the way. That was, luckily Tibbetts was able to get out of the way so she wasn't hurt on that. That was just a rip back up the middle.
Scary, really
These young
scary.
ladies on that mound, that's a hot spot for sure.
That's why they wear these masks all the time now.
It is.
Even the infield, some teams, the whole infield wears them.
It's
certainly
true.
At first and third and in pitcher. Most of the time you'll see them wearing those
Yes.
that headgear.
Yes, made it safer for these kids.
So batting now is Addison Durfee. She's got a runner at third, a runner at first. Actually, the runner at first is the game winner.
Yes.
In a 10-run rule.
Yes.
Durfee takes a pitch. They send the runner. They throw the ball to second, then back to third. She gets back in time. So now the winning run standing at second base.
That was great heads-up play there.
So here we go. Standing at second base is the winning run. If somehow this Addison Durfee can get a base hit, and that would win the game.
As Addison's had a good day at the plate. She's been on base twice.
Both of them on errors.
Yes.
But
yes.
she's been there twice.
Yes.
So that means that if nothing else, she puts the ball in play.
Yes. Yep.
So,
Hits.
and that's
Hits hard.
what they want. So
hits the ball hard. So
ball is high. Is that a 2-0 count? I've been looking at the strategic information here.
the Cougars need to come up, put something together here.
Right back up the middle, and that probably will be the ball game as one run is in, second run on the way, and will score. And by my calculations, that's a base hit and also a game winner. And they do bring out, well, the umpires haven't called it yet. The girls have called it. They're waiting for the score to go up on the scoreboard so they know.
Yeah, right.
So now the score is up. It is 10 runs. And now he's going to call it. And so everybody knew it but the umpire at this point in time. So we had to help the umpire. See, there you go. They've called a great game, but I did not expect this to go 10-run. But Grantsville's flexes some dominance here. So they win it in the bottom of the 6th inning, where 11-1 is the score. So setting this up for you folks, Union will now drop down to the 1-loss division. They will play the winner of Logan and North St. Pete. That game is scheduled to take place at 1 o'clock. We'll see how close to that we can get based on the other game. It's already 1 o'clock, so it's not going to happen at 1. You got a score on that one?
Logan, it looks like Logan is up 5-3.
In the what inning?
Looks like we are top of 5 on that field.
So Logan is ahead 5-3 in the top of 5th over there. So if that holds, that will be Union versus Logan, but North St. Pete working hard to come back. That's the only game left on the day's schedule in 3A. So that's supposed to be at 1. Obviously, that's not going to happen. So that will happen as soon as we can. Stay tuned. We'll be bringing you that ball game. It will be the only game left today in 3A. Been a pleasure bringing it to you and working with Donnie Pay. We will take a break, and we will be back when that game is ready to start. Figure about 30 minutes probably. So we'll see you then.